Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight for our Village of Alsip Committee meeting. Today is December 14th, 2020. We're going to call this meeting order at 7:30 p.m. Can we call the roll, please?
Sure. Trustee Dalzell is absent this evening. Trustee Zielinski?
Here.
Trustee Juarez?
Here.
Trustee McLaughlin?
Here.
Trustee Murphy?
Here.
Trustee Navas-Barza?
Here.
Mayor Ryan?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Officers report, starting with mine. Just want to report this afternoon we had I was able to participate in something really nice we do every year with the American Lawman Motorcycle Club. They made a generous donation today to Worth Township, and we must have had 5 pickup trucks full of toys for all the kids on top of what they had there already. And certainly in times like these where everybody's at cabin fever and maybe finances might be a little bit tight at this time, it's nice to have an organization like this where the guys they really make a great tradition of helping Worth Township kids every year. So we want to thank the American Lawmen for their contribution. Also, last Thursday was a record-setting afternoon as well, where ESDC, that's the Economic Development Strategies Corporation, actually gave away 490 boxes of food at Worth Township. That was hosted by Worth Township, and the supervisor, Amy McMahon, he had all the carpenters out there to help pass out food. Myself, I was out there with Trustee Murphy was out there, Trustee Navas-Barza, thank you for your help on that. I tell you what, they did that 490 boxes of food, I think, in like 56 minutes, something like that.
Probably more like
30.
Yeah, it was.
And the
30.
last 10 took like a half an hour.
So when I was at Worth Township today, Sue Sortino, one of their managers, said that she actually sent it to me. I didn't know they had a camera set up on the second floor of the building watching as this was going on. And it was kind of cool how they set this up. They had the truck sitting in the middle. And like I said, when they used to be on the side, I've done that a couple of times with them this year. It was almost like playing Frogger. You ran between the cars and stuff, and somebody was going to get picked off pretty soon. So this time worked out really well. They had the truck sitting in the middle of the lot, and the cars came up on the other side with their trunks open, and we were putting food in there. And it was a nice box of food. There was a gallon of milk in there, yogurt, ready-made, scrambled eggs ready to go, a bag of red potatoes.
I think it was valued at $42, roughly.
$42 per box?
Yes.
Wow.
I think around 42 to 50.
And Alex told me this year he handed out almost 4,300 boxes of food this year. That's amazing. That's a good job by them. So, again, thank you. And you didn't have to be an Alsip president, I always say, Alsip president or even a Worth Township president. You could have been from wherever you wish. If you needed some help with food, certainly they were there to help. So, again, thank you. Tomorrow, I have a lot of meeting with our new finance director, Joyce. We're going over a lot of programs that we're going to look at here in the community we have financially. I also have a lot of HR calls I'm returning. I'm doing a little bit of screening. We've got about 45 applications, and we're going to start narrowing that down. So, Joyce, you don't know yet, but you're going to be helping me a little with that, too. So, but it should be interesting. We should have some candidates real soon, and I'll let Trustee Murphy report on open enrollment and whatnot yet too. And you saw all the emails from Shanae with that, right?
There were a lot.
Yeah. So, first matter of business on your agenda this evening is a request to approve the appointment of Kathy O'Hara as a Alsip Police and Fire Commissioner to fill a term vacated by Commissioner Vince Cullen. Vince Cullen, great gentleman, and Vince is actually, I'm not sure where he stands. I don't want to get in his business, but Vince is going to be relocating, so he had vacated his position. And we're in the middle of doing some hiring right now. We have a fire applicant that did his polygraph test today, and everything went real well. And I talked to Chief Stasinski a little while ago, and he's got all kinds of different tasks that need to be completed this week. So they're going to be looking to swear in this new fireman very soon, hopefully by next week. And then followed by the police department is going to be looking to hire 3 people as well. We had Sergeant Sabatny retired recently, and then we had one policeman. He actually became a fireman out in another suburb, and another policeman relocated, I think, to another state. So, you know, we have to fill those 3 vacancies as soon as we're able to reduce the amount of overtime that we're spending right now in both departments. Kathy's here this evening if anybody has any questions for her. Kathy, I actually stole some information. You know, you always want to look up a little something on people. And I actually took some language that I read in the Southland Vibe magazine. I was actually featuring that a couple seasons ago and stuff then too. But what's her name? Patty Ridings promotes that publication. And just sort of, if you don't know Kathy O'Hara already, I've only known Kathy O'Hara as an acquaintance. She's a friend, but recognize her as an Alsip resident in good standing and a respected salon business owner in Palos Heights. Kathy's service and dedication to the community has helped her build strong customer base for her salon that she owns in Palos Heights. Her efforts earned the Moraine Valley Women in Business Award in 2015 and the Professional Irish Women in Business Award in 2017. Helping the community, Kathy supports an organization known as Almost Home for local homeless people and Stuffed Love, which raises awareness of congenital heart defects. She also supports the little company Mary Women's Cancer Center, Muscular Dystrophy MDA, Muscular Dystrophy Association, and is a member of the Alsip Chamber of Commerce as well, too. A healthy practice, just a note on my own just to share with you folks, a healthy practice on all commissions is to promote diversity, and I believe Kathy O'Hara will serve the village well. I'm requesting this evening, as I read, that the village board approve the appointment of Kathy O'Hara to the Police and Fire Commissioner, as a commissioner, and I'll ask for a vote to approve the appointment at a special meeting to follow this one this evening. Did anybody have any questions for Kathy or myself or anybody? No? Okay. That's good then, Kathy. So, thank you very much, and if you stand by, we'll bring this up at a meeting to follow this one when we're done with the committee meeting. Okay. Next, the clerk's report.
Thank you, Mayor Ryan. Presentation of the November 2020 IDOT motor fuel tax allotment in the amount of $61,584.10. We have the presentation of the November 2020 FOIA report. There were 28 requests last month. Items number 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all re-presentation of committee meeting minutes from 2018 that had been presented in 2018 but not voted on. And then item number 7 is the presentation of the minutes of the November 18, 2019 Truth and Taxation Committee meeting. It's a very long, drawn-out meeting. And the number 8 is presentation of the minutes of the December 30th, 2019 committee meeting. And that is all, Mayor Ryan.
I just have a question in regards to the meeting minutes. Since items 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe, yeah, if I read that correctly, basically the meeting minutes from 2018 haven't been approved, and that's why they're being represented. Has it been determined how many from 2018 total have not been approved or still need to be approved?
I believe there's 4 or 5 after this that have been previously presented and weren't voted on based on the dates going through October 29th of 2018. It was talked about a number of meetings ago to do them 4 at a time.
I just asked
to bring them up.
I wasn't on the board at that time. What's the total number that weren't approved in 2018?
I don't have a total number.
Could we get that number so we can know that we're on track?
Sure.
Okay.
You know, why don't we, what the clerk had just mentioned about some of these meeting minutes that weren't approved, that are being put up for approval at this time, can I get a motion to approve those meeting minutes at this time?
I'll make a motion.
Okay.
Second.
So this is approval for items number 3, 4, 5, and 6?
You know what? Like, as we learned last week, actually, too, as we were playing catch-up with these, not all these were presented on the same date. Let's see, these are all, everything here is committee, though, they're not board.
Correct.
Like that. Okay. So if you've got items 3, 4, 5, 6.
3 and 4 were
Well, as you just said, if you take items 3, 4, 5, and 6, those were all presented in 2018.
correct.
Items 7 and 8
Eight
were
will-
presented in 2019.
Those are new presentations, so they will be on the approval for
Gotcha.
next week.
Okay. So then, okay, so trustee Juarez made the motion to approve 3, 4, 5, and 6, correct, trustee?
Yes.
Okay. And trustee McGlowan seconded it.
Okay, roll call number 1 to approve items number 3, 4, 5, and 6. Item number 3 is representation of minutes of the September 10th, 2018 committee meeting previously presented for approval on the September 24th, 2018 committee meeting agenda. Item number 4 is representation of minutes of the September 24th, 2018 committee meeting, which were previously presented for approval on the October 8th, 2018 committee meeting agenda. Item number 5, representation of minutes of the October 8th, 2018 committee meeting, which were previously presented for approval on the October 29th, 2018 committee meeting agenda. And item number 6 is the representation of minutes of the October 29th, 2018 committee meeting, which were previously presented for approval on the November 12th, 2018 committee meeting agenda. Trustee Dalzell is absent. Trustee Zelinski.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez.
Yes.
Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee Murphy.
Yes.
Trustee Navas Barza.
Abstain.
Thank you.
Anything else from the clerk?
That is all, Mayor Ryan.
Okay. Public forum, did anyone in the audience wish to address the board tonight? Nobody? We'll go to the standing committee reports. Finance and IT, trustee McLaughlin.
I will have the usual list of payroll and accounts payable for approval next week. Also, we need to renew our proven leases. However, I don't have the exact figures on those at this time, but we'll need to put those on for approval next week.
Yeah, I'm tracking those down. I brought those into you a couple weeks ago, so we'll figure it out. I'll have it ready for the board next week. Okay.
That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay. Fire committee, trustee Murphy.
No report, sir.
All right. Police and traffic safety committee.
No report this evening.
Okay. Just so you know, trustee, the chief did pick up a vehicle today. He bought we got a used car that we agreed to and stuff into as an administrative vehicle, and he got a good price on it. I think we got a CarMax or something like that. We saved some money on that. And we had a pedestrian wrecked one of our police cars and stuff, so we only got so much back from the insurance company, and we're working with our budget. So he picked it up today.
Pedestrian?
I should say a civilian. A civilian whacked the car, yeah. Pedestrian would have kicked it real hard. If you saw the nose of the thing, it was twisted and stuff, yeah, too, so.
Pedestrian.
A civilian hit that car pretty good.
Sorry, Mayor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pedestrian didn't make sense to me.
Public Work and Boat Launch, trustee Juarez.
I have a presentation of the Public Works November 2020 monthly activity report and a presentation of winter operations for 2020-2021 season. That's all, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Sewer and Water, trustee Nava Esparza.
Thank you. I have just an update related to the water towers. All work has been completed on the west tower, which is located at 5330 West 119th Street, and holiday decorations have been put up. The work of the painters and cellular antenna crews continues on the south water tower at 12900 South Costner Avenue. And so priority is to finish the work and fill the tower so that it can be put back in service. And that's the update that I have.
Danny, I saw some high lifts out there. They all got equipment wrapped around that thing right now, too, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of crews on site, so it's what's preventing us from getting up the Christmas decorations on that tower.
Right. Okay. How'd they work out with the lettering? I was there a little bit late in in other words, I couldn't see the expressway side, but did they straighten all that
It all
out?
looks really good.
Yeah? Okay. Building and Health, trustee Zelinski?
No report this evening, Mayor.
Okay. Human Resource and Insurance, trustee Murphy?
Although there's no formal report, we did get an email from Human Resources that open enrollment, as the mayor mentioned, has begun. This has been sent out to all the village employees, and the email did also have the website and the link. So please, if you are participating in open enrollment, please do so as soon as possible. And the election form is included in that with your benefits, and if you're electing to waive, and or if you are willing to waive medical coverage. And that's all I have, sir.
Okay. Special Committee Reports, Economic Development, trustee Nava Esparza?
Thank you. As I mentioned in previous meetings, the business interruption grants that are available through the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, the deadline is tomorrow. There have been Alsip businesses that have been awarded grant monies, so please visit the DCO website for more information in regards to eligibility criteria and also to apply. The deadline is tomorrow. Also, just wanted to welcome El Don that opened up on Pulaski Avenue. I was able to reach out to the business and asked to speak with the owner, but I spoke with the staff person and just let them know, that we'd like to stop by and just, introduce ourselves and so forth like that, and welcoming them to the neighborhood. But to complement a lot of the development that's to come on the corridor, I've also revisited our Pulaski Road Action Plan that was published or implemented September 2013. And so just thinking also strategically of ways to enhance our corridor to complement current economic development activities. In the next couple of meetings, I'd like to propose some ideas that I'd like to share with the board in regards to that. And that's all I have.
That's exactly, we talked before about that. We should update our comprehensive plan for that. Every so often you got to review those. And actually, like what trustee Nava Esparza is talking about also, well, it looks like it says El Don, but it's El Don is how it's pronounced. But it's very nice. The food, they opened up Saturday, the old Demon Dogs, and so they opened up on Saturday. And I was actually at a family get-together, and I stopped there on the way home, just bought a couple of tacos on the way home. And good food. I mean, actually, the flavor to the meat's really good, and they do it instead of American style. They do the cilantro and onion thing on the tacos, and pretty good and stuff then too. So, yeah, I had a chance to say hi to those guys. They had a little family get together for their first night, and they're pretty excited about it. And so are we. We welcome them to town.
When we come up with that comprehensive plan for Pulaski, can we also get where we're at on TIF and what's available?
Sure. We have I'm talking with a contractor right now that he wants to see what we have left as well. So I'll have that report for you next week. And he's looking at another property right there on the main stretch. I will tell you too, Roger and I were talking this afternoon. We're finally ready. I think, Roger, this Wednesday, finally all the EDCA properties are coming down?
They will start moving everything out. The permits have been readjusted, so what the contractor is looking is to start demoing on Wednesday.
Right. And then with regarding Firewater, where are we staying with them? I know he's got to take down Ed's lawnmower, but he's not going to get a ton done with the weather changing on him right now then too, so.
I am going to reach out to Matt. I did lose his contact with an update on my phone, so I will reach out to him tomorrow.
Okay.
And have an update for you next week.
That'd be great. So if we can start getting both those strip malls going up, and then my next one is trying to get rid of, we've had some interest in U.S. Bank, but that hasn't quite taken flight yet. And Roger and I had some really good meetings. We can't divulge the source. Becky, you helped facilitate that on Friday. We had a great meeting on some more properties that are going to be developed on 127th Street now then too. So that's actually a pretty good sized development. I need to meet with all the trustees individually just to not violate Open Meetings Acts, but we want to talk about what we're looking for at another property on Cicero Avenue then too. And again, all these people, when they call, you have to sign these non-disclosures now and stuff. You can't tell them who you're talking to and all that kind of thing. So I can't do this on camera just yet. So I'll speak to everybody about it.
Excuse me, Mayor. With the economic development, is there a way we can get a list of the businesses that were that accepted the grant money for that program?
It's available, it's public record through the DCEO, and if you go onto their website, it lists all the awardees through their round 1 and round 2. So it's public record. It's on their website.
Thank you.
And
Next,
just to add about El Don, they have a beautiful mural all around their building. So just in case people can't locate it, if you've driven past on Pulaski, they have that. I think it's blue, right?
Yes.
They're blue, and they have
Yes.
Vicente Fernandez, like a Mexican singer icon. So it's a great place to take pictures and post on Instagram as well. But I love that they brought some art, some public art also into their building.
Like I said, cuisine's awesome. Actually, when we got done with the lawmen today, those guys went across the street and got tacos over there today and stuff too, so
That's
it
good.
was good. Village properties, Trustee McLaurin.
No report this evening, Mayor.
Okay. Ordinance and legislation, Trustee Zelinski.
Yes, I have a request to approve scheduling a public hearing after following notification protocol, asking the public if the village should adopt a text amendment for 1 year, placing a moratorium on truck repair facilities as recommended by the Village of Alsip's Planning and Zoning Commission. That's all I have this evening.
Yeah, Trustee, I met with Stan Graycheck, the chairperson for Planning and Zoning last week, and I somewhat agree with him. I think we've facilitated quite a few truck repair facilities in town, and we'd like to slow that a little bit, maybe try and draw some other type of business here then too at the same time. So we'll have this, that's the reason why we're looking at this, just to obviously maybe give more people an opportunity to bring business to town without, one specific type of business there then too. We're certainly not discriminating against that particular business, but we've been facilitating quite a few of those lately. Next, plan, zoning, and licenses. Trustee Juarez.
I have a presentation of a list of licenses dated November 30th, 2020 through December 11th, 2020, and a notice of public hearing. The Planning Commission will hold a public hearing for case number 2021-01-S-100 on Wednesday, January 6th, 2021 at 7:30 p.m. at the Village of Alsip Council Chambers, 4500 West 123rd Street, Alsip, Illinois. The Village of Alsip Commission will be hearing an application case number 2021-01-S-100 for an I-2 industrial to an I-2 industrial special use for a crematory for property located at 11615 South Austin in Alsip, Illinois 60803. Parties wishing to be heard will be given the opportunity to do so. That's all, Mayor.
All right. Did anyone have any presentations, petitions, or communications? None? How about any unfinished business? All right. Any new business? I need to call for a closed session with the board, which we can suspend our meeting to go to this after we do our special board meeting. This is going to be for to discuss the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee of the public body or legal counsel for the public body to determine its validity. It's statute number 5 ILCS 120/2, Chapter 1.
So, Mayor, this was not on the agenda, and you are adding it, so we are going to adjourn to closed session, or you want to recess?
We're going to recess until after the special board meeting. So, I'm sorry, I need a motion in a second to do that.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, this is roll call number 2 to recess to closed session until after the special board meeting that is following this. And the reason is to discuss the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee of the public body or against legal counsel for the public body to determine its validity pursuant to 5 ILCS 120/2, Chapter 1. Again, this is roll call number 2 to recess to closed session. Trustee Dalzell is absent. Trustee Zelinski.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez.
Yes.
Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee Murphy.
Yes.
Trustee Navis Barza.
Yes.
Motion carries to recess to closed session at 7:56 p.m.
Very good. Thank you. So let's go to our special board meeting. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for our Village of Alsip Special Board of Trustees meeting. Today's December 14th, 2020. Can you call the roll?
Call the meeting to order at 7:57 p.m.
Yes, thank you.
Trustee Dalzell is absent. Trustee Zelinski.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez.
Yes.
Trustee McLaughlin.
Here.
Trustee Murphy.
Here.
Trustee Navis Barza.
Here.
Mayor Ryan.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. We're going to waive the Pledge of Allegiance, ladies and gentlemen, for those that are seeing this on camera. This meeting is following a committee meeting that just concluded. We'll start with officers' reports. I'm asking, as the mayoral's appointment, I'm asking for approval of the appointment of Kathy O'Hara to serve as a Village of Alsip Police and Fire Commissioner to fill the term vacated by Vince Cullen. This term expires 4/30 of 2023. And I suppose, we can certainly pull this from the consent agenda and ask for a motion and a second to approve.
One thing, do we want to do that now, or do you want to go through the other?
Well, I can ask all the other questions. But,
Well, I meant all the other items on the agenda before you get to the consent agenda.
right. Well, did anyone, I don't care, let's put it this way. Public forum, did anyone have any questions or wish to ask a question from the public? Any other standing committee reports? Any presentations, petitions, or communications? I've only got one item on the agenda, unless somebody wanted to remove it, but can I get a motion to establish this consent agenda item?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call number 1 to establish the consent agenda. Trustee Dalzell is absent. Trustee Zelinski.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez.
Yes.
Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee Murphy.
Yes.
Trustee Navis Barza.
Yes.
Motion carries to establish the consent agenda.
Motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Roll call number 2 to approve the consent agenda. Again, Trustee Dalzell is absent this evening. Trustee Zelinski?
Yes.
Trustee Juarez?
Yes.
Trustee McLaughlin?
Yes.
Trustee Murphy?
Yes.
Trustee Navis Sparza?
Yes.
Motion carries to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you very much, Board. Kathy, thank you for helping your committee and helping the Board as a member of the Police and Fire Commission. The clerk can actually swear you into office, and Kathy, Clerk Petzl, she told me right before the meeting, she'd be available next Monday. We could do that.
Okay.
And this way, in the meantime, Kath, I'll get you some credentials and email, mailbox, and so forth from IT. I'll get all that set up, so when you come in next Monday, you can just let the clerk know what time you can make arrangements to meet with her, and she'll give you the oath of office, and I'll have all those credentials ready for them, too, okay? All right. Well, thank you again, Kathy, very much, and look forward to you helping our commission then, too. Okay. Did anyone have any unfinished business? Or any new business?
Motion to adjourn?
Yep. Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to adjourn this meeting.
At 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. And I'd like to ask, we actually have to ask the boardroom to be cleared, with the exception of the elected officials, for a special closed session meeting. So thank you again for your time tonight, folks. Have a great evening.